Friday. You're watching You're watching Market Cafe on ET Now. This is Priyanka Uppal, and let's get you the top cues global from the global markets. Tracking first the Wall Street, which is of course coming off a positive session. The Nasdaq, S&P both gained nearly 1.4%. S&P gained 0.7%. In fact, Dow also climbed by 134 points, nearly 0.3% gain, what we saw on Dow. Now, S&P and even Nasdaq, they were bolstered in part by strong results from Paltner, which hit a fresh record high during the session also. If you talk about the economic front, investors are anticipating the latest ADP private payroll report. In fact, international trade data is also on tap, and ISM service index is what traders would be waiting to watch out for. But then at the same time, Alphabet stock, that one tumbled nearly 8% yesterday, and especially in the extended trading. This is especially after the Google parent posted a cloud revenue miss estimation, and that's what the traders reacted to it. We saw a positive set of cues coming in from US market, but at the same time, if you talk about oil, US oil prices, that one paired earlier losses on Tuesday. And this is especially after an official said that US President Donald Trump plans to restore his maximum pressure campaign on Iran. And this is in a bid to drive down Iranian oil exports to zero. WTI crude, that fell by 46 cents, nearly 0.6%. This one closed at $72.7 per barrel. It fell more than 3% to its lowest level since the late December month. And talking about the Brent crude futures, that one rose by 24 cents or nearly 0.3% to close at $76.20 per barrel. But if you look at the gold, that one hit the record high. Of course, investors at such situation, investors flock to safe haven amid the tariff war, the kind of move what we're seeing on the front of tariffs. Gold gained more than 1%. 1.1% was the gain. The real gain came on gold. The level at which it stopped was $2,843 per ounce. And this one, especially after hitting a record high of $2,845 per barrel earlier in the session. In fact, futures also rose by 0.6%. But then let's get you cues from Asian market now. Asian market mostly rose, Asia Pacific market right now. However, Nikkei has slipped back into red again. China especially opening after its lunar holidays, New Year holidays, and that one opened with a positive bias. But then, that one has also slipped into red now. 0.6%. Hang Seng is also trading with a lower bias. 1.7% cut. What we see is coming in on Hong Kong. So post-opening, many of the markets have turned into negative now, but ASX is trading with a positive bias at the moment. Kospi is also down by 0.6%. Bigger set of cues which has to come in will come in from China, especially. Of course, the kind of retaliatory tariff that they've announced on US. How is the market going to react throughout the day? We'll have to watch out, and especially their services PMI data, which has come in this morning itself, which has come in 51 level for the month of January, compared to December's 52.2 reading, which is of course showing a slowdown in the country in their services activity. So let's see how we get the larger set of cues from Asian market right now. Soft set of cues coming in from Asian market. But at the same time, if you look at GIFT Nifty, that looks like we are in for another second consecutive day of gains. Maybe we could start with a gap up of 50 points. 0.2% is the gain. That's what GIFT Nifty is indicating at this very moment. Now let's get you some more global cues. Of course, in Delhi is undergoing state elections today. MPC is on the tap today. 2 days meeting starts today, and a lot of expectation building up on the rate cut from MPC. The decision will come on 7th. At the same time, if you talk about US, their trade data is on the tap. For Eurozone, HCOB services PMI, their PPI, and China Kexin services PMI data just came in. On front of the global earnings, Toyota, Novo, AstraZeneca, Walt Disney, Qualcomm, ARM Holdings, these earnings would be watched out for. On the front of the corporate action, Info Edge board has to mulch stock split, and it's going to be the last day to buy shares if you want to be eligible for interim dividend in case of Sun Pharma. Other event is, of course, Chicago Fed President Austin Goolsbee is to address. Key comments we'll be watching out from, and ECB chief is also slated to speak later on OpenAI's Sam Altman likely to visit India. This is also going to be a catalyst to watch out for. With this, we stay for a short break here. When we come back, we get you all the stocks that could be buzzing in trade today. Don't go. Welcome back. You tune into Market Cafe. Let's get you some more developing stories. The stage is set for a gripping three-way contest that will not only shape the future of the national capital but also determine the political fate of its three main contenders in Delhi. More than 1.5 crore eligible voters will have the chance to choose their representatives for the 70-member Delhi Assembly from a pool of 699 candidates. 60,000 security personnel have been deployed for smooth and fair polling at 13,766 booths. Let's go across to Nikhil to get us the latest from the polling day. Nikhil.
Manish Sisodia on the other side, who has been declared as the Deputy CM designate if the Aam Aadmi Party comes to power. He's going to cast his vote at the same booth of Arvind Kejriwal at about 8:30 a.m. That means after 1.5 hours, Manish Sisodia is going to cast his vote. Atishi is contesting from Kalkaji, and she is also going to cast her vote at around 8:30 a.m. And this is in her constituency only. Sanjay Singh, his time has been designated around 10 a.m. Satyendra Jain, who has been the former health minister, he is going to cast his vote in the Shakur Bassi at around 9 a.m. Saurabh Bharadwaj, who is another key contender from the Aam Aadmi Party, he has been a minister as well, contesting from Greater Kailash constituency. He is going to cast his vote at around 8 a.m., which is just in a few time from now. Gopal Rai's time is 9 a.m. Imran Hussain, who has been another major leader in the Aam Aadmi Party, he is going to cast his vote from the Balli Maran seat at around 9 a.m. So Arvind Kejriwal, being the top leader and the national convener of the Aam Aadmi Party, he will be out post 11 a.m. And as per the details, he's going to cast his vote at one of the polling stations which has been made at the Lady Evelyn. And this is a big day for all the three parties. It is going to decide the future. And if we talk about the Aam Aadmi Party in particular, they are currently striving for a third consecutive term here in the capital city. In the last 10 years, they have run a couple of schemes here in the city, but now they are eyeing for the third consecutive term. So today is a big day for the Aam Aadmi Party. On the other side, the Bharatiya Janata Party, they are very much aggressive in those contexts, and also they are struggling to come back here in the capital city after close to 25 years. So this time around they appear to be very much confident. So today is a big day. On the other side, the third party, which has been a major player for the first three terms ever since we entered this particular century, they are also expecting to make some of the dent, if not at least to win, then some of the dent to the Aam Aadmi Party. So this is the overall picture. So a big day for all the three political party, but a major one for the Aam Aadmi Party and for the Bharatiya Janata Party as well.
Okay, big day for all three political parties. Thanks very much, Nikhil, for that brief on that. We'll wait for more updates from you on that as the polling progresses. Moving on, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, speaking in the Lok Sabha during the motion of thanks on President's address, spoke on the income tax exemption up to 12 lakh provided in the union budget. Hailing the announcement, PM Modi mentioned that in 2013 to 2014, tax exemption was only rupees 2 lakh on 2 lakh income and added that the government worked to help improve the savings of the middle class. Let's go across and listen into that slice.
बीते 10 साल में इनकम टैक्स को कम करके भी हमने मिडिल क्लास की बचत को बढ़ाने का काम किया है। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, 2014 के पहले ऐसे बम गोले फेंके गए, बंदूक की ऐसी गोलियां चलाई गई कि देशवासियों का जीवन छलनी कर दिया गया था। हमने धीरे धीरे उन घावों को भरते भरते आगे बढ़े। 2 लाख करोड़ रुपया 2 लाख रुपया 2013-14 में 2 लाख रुपये, सिर्फ 2 लाख रुपये उस पर इनकम टैक्स माफी थी। और आज 12 लाख रुपये संपूर्ण रूप से इनकम टैक्स से मुक्ति। और हमने बीच के कालखंड में भी 14 में भी, 17 में भी, 19 में भी, 23 में भी हम लगातार ये करते आए, घाव भरते गए और आज बैंडेज बाकी था वो भी कर लिया।
All right, now let's keep some pace with the earnings. Titan posted its number after market hours yesterday, and lackluster set of earnings, what has been reported from Titan. Let's go across to my colleague Snehi Shah for the fine print of those numbers. Snehi.
Well, absolutely. If you take a look at Titan's Q3 numbers, operationally it seems to be a weak quarter, although the jewelry business has outperformed what the street was expecting, and the real outperformer for the entire business has been the jewelry segment. Overall, if you see, revenue has been largely in line with what we were expecting, came in at 16,097 crores, an uptick of 23.3% year on year. We were expecting 16,320, so largely in line with our expectations. EBITDA, however, has come in at 1,510 crores, which is up just 3.6% year on year, has missed our estimates of 1,650 crores. Net profit has come in at 990 crores compared to 1,040 crores, which is down 4.8%. We were rather expecting an uptick of 2%, so PAT has missed our estimates as well. There's been an inventory loss due to custom duty cut, and this has come in at 253 crores. It's an exceptional item, but this was largely penciled in and is in line with our estimates. Margins are also under pressure, have come in at 8.6% compared to 11.6%. We were expecting 10.1%, so big miss on the margin front as well. However, when you take a look at the standalone segment revenue, jewelry has done rather well. Revenue is up 25.5%. The SSSG has come in at 22%. Studded portfolio up 21%. Gold jewelry is also up 24%. Non-solitaire category has grown in healthy double digits. However, solitaire growth remains flat. Carat lane income is up 27%, and 24 new stores have been opened across the business. Watches and wearables revenue is up 15%. The analog segment has done well, 18% year-on-year growth. Volume growth has been of 12%, and 23 new stores opened in this segment. Eye care revenue is up 16.2%. Sunglasses have done well with a 35% year-on-year uptick. However, they have closed 3 new Titan Eye Plus stores in this segment, so that is going to be a key factor to watch out for. Emerging business also is up 5.4%. Taneira has recorded flattish sales. Fragrances are up a healthy 27% on a year-on-year basis. What are brokerages making of these numbers? Goldman Sachs has maintained a buy rating, target price of 3,900. They believe that watches and eyewear have delivered a strong growth, and a strong jewelry revenue growth momentum is likely to sustain going ahead. Macquarie too has maintained an outperform target at 4,150. They believe there's a slight miss when it comes to the EBITDA and also on the watch margins, but they also believe that Titan will hope to end FY25 with good growth on a year-on-year basis. So that's the lowdown on all the numbers. Overall, it seems to be a miss, but the jewelry segment has done very well for Titan.
Okay, so jewelry segment has done very well, Snehi. Thanks very much for that brief. But do tell us about Nestle India also conducted an investors meet to outline their growth story. Tell us the key takeaways.
Well, absolutely. So Nestle India held its investor meet physically in their Gurugram headquarters yesterday, and here are some of the key takeaways from that will keep the stock in focus today. On the growth story, you have Suresh Narayanan, the MD of Nestle India. He has said that they've added 5.3 million outlets in 2024, added 30% more households in the last year based on growth in coffee consumption. He has been pointing out slowdown in growth, and rural has outpaced urban growth once again. They've discontinued the 5 rupee Maggi packs, and rather they've introduced the 7 rupee Maggi packs this time. Nestle is driven to chase volume growth and amplify brand equity. That's their aim going ahead, and they're also mindful of the regional competition to our brands, and they will also address their issue. 7,500 crores roughly is where they see the premiumization opportunity. What's key to note is the new announcement is that Nestle will be debuting its Nespresso cafes across India, starting with the rollout in Delhi, followed by Mumbai. Nestle and Dr. Reddy's, the joint venture that they had announced, will address the wellness and healthcare market in India. Now, their out-of-home market is expected to double by 2030, and products will be customized and made in India. And lastly, their appetite for inorganic growth also continues. It's something important that the management has flagged off. On the commodity outlook, they say that the winters have been impacted. The winter sowing has been impacted, and they expect wheat prices to flare up on the back of this. What brokerages are making of this? Motilal Oswal has maintained a neutral target price of 2400. Nuvama has maintained a buy. Target price has been cut slightly from 2870 to 2845 now. They also say that the brand has taken 2% roughly price hike on coffee. So that's the lowdown on Nestle's takeaways and what brokerages are making of it.
All right, thanks very much for all that highlights, Snehi, on from the key takeaways from the Nestle's investor meet. With this, it's a wrap on this edition of Market Cafe. Looks like we are in for a good start. Nifty Nifty holding up to a gain of 56 points. But to eat enough for more.